This is Coraline. She's a 6-year-old girl living in a remote Norwegian village with her dad and her mom. Life isn't easy for Coraline, but it's filled with beauty, like the snowy landscape outside her window or the sound of her mother singing as she works. But the only thing that makes life bearable for Coraline is the daydreaming she does to escape reality. One day after playing outside in the snow, Coraline comes home and sees her father waiting for her. He starts yelling at her and she flinches. Her mother, who has been silent up until this point, suddenly slams a dish on the counter. Startled by her outburst, her father stops yelling and goes to the bedroom. Shaking and crying, Coraline retreats to her room where she spends most of her time. Her mother enters and embraces her, whispering apologies. Coraline, confused, asks why her father was so angry. Her mother explains that he was just having a bad day. Coraline, still confused, goes back to her room to find comfort in her teddy bear. The next morning, Coraline walks to school, which she dreads because she doesn't fit in. During recess, she sits alone on a bench when a group of girls approaches her. They start picking on her, and one of them shoves her, causing her to fall. The girls run away laughing, crying. Coraline runs to the school counselor's office. When the counselor, a middle-aged woman, asks what happened, Coraline hesitantly shows her the bruises on her arm. Counselor looks visibly shocked and tells Coraline she is going to make sure she is going to be okay, but before she can do anything, two male figures enter the room, startled. Coraline hides behind the counselor's desk as the men approach. One of them, an older man, leans down and asks what's wrong. Counselor quickly explains that everything is fine and dismisses them after the men leave. Coraline peeks from behind the desk, and the counselor reassures her that she's safe. Coraline, afraid and desperate for help, begins writing notes about the abuse she's endured, but no one listens. A montage of closed case files, court stamps, and overworked social workers ignoring red flags play as a ticking clock fades into silence. Nighttime. Coraline hides under her bed as loud banging and shouting echo from the hallway. Her eyes fill with tears as she waits for it all to end. Coraline wakes up early the next morning and knowing she can't take it anymore, she decides to run away. She tiptoes past her sleeping father and slips out into the snowy street. Walking down a dark path, she comes across a house with its lights turned off. Just as she's about to give up hope, a warm, kind woman opens her door. Shivering, Coraline stands on the doorstep and the woman immediately kneels down and gives her a gentle hug. As the years pass, Coraline finds solace and healing on the farm. Here we see her as a teenager sitting on a talk show stage under bright lights. She speaks into a microphone, her voice trembling but steady as she shares her story. In the audience, her foster mother watches with pride, a dramatic montage of courtroom sketches, media headlines, and Coraline's father in handcuffs plays. Outside a courthouse, protesters challenge justice as police officers form a line to keep them back. Coraline, now an adult, walks through a bustling city center. On the walls of nearby buildings, we see new posters featuring helplines for abuse victims. Inside a Norwegian parliament building, politicians debate, and on the streets, activists hand out flyers to raise awareness. At another school, students take down posters of a popular TV show and put up new ones with inspirational quotes. Finally, we see Coraline walking along a forest trail. She stops, looks into the camera, and smiles softly. On a black screen with white text, the message reads, "You're not alone. Speak out. Help is out there." The text fades away, leaving only the soft piano music. Below the video, the National Child Helpline number is displayed. And if you'd like to help, there's a link in the description to donate to organizations supporting abused children in Norway. Thank you for watching.